immortality. But there's one more thing he talks about over here. He's saying श्राद्ध काले के टाइम पे, श्राद्ध काल के समय में तो तेजो मेनन जी वॉज एक्सप्लेनिंग कि दो ढंग क्या होता है. एक होता है लौकिक ढंग से हम किसी की पद्धति से हम लोग करते हैं कि भाई किसी को somebody passed away, so some people take a picture and put the garland on it, or they go do some puja, they do some havan, they go to some orphanage, or they might donate to their favorite charity in their name, all those things, feed the poor and all. Very good, great. And the दूसरा है वैदिक पद्धति में के लिए क्या बोला कि जब तुम वो ब्राह्मणों को दक्षिणा दे रहे हो, भोज कर रहे हो, वो टाइम पे रिसाइट करो ये कठोपनिषद. Okay? So what will happen when you recite according to this verse? So he's saying कि उसका जो श्रद्धा का श्राद्ध का जो कर्म होगा ना, उसका रिजल्ट मैनी फोल्ड हो जाएगा. But this is just a symbolic thing. Okay, it is basically telling you the glory of Kathopanishad, because what happens is that sometimes somebody might just listen for the first time and all of a sudden get interested in it. Wow, there is something to it. Sheila ji was talking about it, that in the beginning when we started the Kathopanishad, saying, wow, I just love this, and then so it sucks you in, and then it takes you to the deeper level, because you want to study it more, and it's giving you the Brahma Vidya. It has a capacity to give you Brahma Vidya. How much you delve into it, that is up to you, right? So that's what it is. And somebody was saying that भगवत गीता को भी इतना स्ट्रेटेजिकली उन्होंने डाला है महाभारत में. महाभारत इज लाइक वन बिग सोप ऑपरा. इतना हंगामा और सब लड़ रहे हैं, ये वो कर रहे हैं, लोगों को बड़ा इंटरेस्ट आता है सब सुनने में. कोई किसी को भगवत गीता डायरेक्टली बोला तो आधे से ज्यादा लोग भाग जाएंगे. मगर किसी को महाभारत पढ़ना होगा तो ही हैज टू गो थ्रू भगवत गीता. थिंक अबाउट इट. हम लोग को तो कहानी मालूम है, बचपन से हम लोग को बता दिया गया है, पांडव कौरव लड़े, फिर ये हुआ वो हुआ. समझो किसी ने कभी नहीं सुनी है महाभारत. उसको तुम सुनाने लगो महाभारत. अभी एक जंक्चर पे आ गया महाभारत की, एक महायुद्ध, वर्ल्ड वॉर होने वाला है, और यहाँ पर दो सेनाएं खड़ी है, और क्या होगा पता नहीं, उसके बीच में डाल दिया उन्होंने भगवत गीता को. मतलब उसका एंड सुनने के लिए पहले तुमको भगवत गीता सुननी पड़ेगी. और समझो अगर 1000 लोग सुनेंगे, उसमें 5 लोग को भी इंटरेस्ट आ गया तो उन लोग का कल्याण हो जाएगा. इमेजिन. That's the whole idea over here of reciting. When you're reciting, maybe किसी के कानों में पड़ेगी और वो बोलेगा. और वो टाइम पे ना जब श्राद्ध वगैरह कर रहे होते हैं तो मन थोड़ा डिफरेंट होता है. वी आर थिंकिंग ऑफ द डिपार्टेड पर्सन. वी माइट थिंक मेरा भी टाइम आएगा, मैं भी जाऊंगी. उसके पहले मुझे पता चल जाए कि वे जाने के बाद होता क्या है. इमेजिन, टॉपिक बड़ा इंटरेस्टिंग है. उसने जो क्वेश्चन पूछा कि मरने के बाद कुछ बचता है कि नहीं, तो वो योर माइंड इज लाइक fruitful at that time to get it. So एक बार उसमें interest आ गया, then you will be wanting slowly go deeper into it. That's the whole idea over here. Okay? So basically it takes you to immortality. It says it twice, and Swamiji over here has given a slightly different meaning of it, because I think that when he came down from the Himalayas, he is one of the pioneers in वेदांत को ना उन्होंने घर घर में पहुंचाया. बच्चों से लेकर बूढ़ों से लेकर anybody and everybody who wanted to learn, as he said already. But in those days, लोग है ना कर्म कांडी ज्यादा थे. Like I was telling, in our family also, my sister is sitting over here, she will vouch for it. We did not study Vedanta. We basically did only the rituals and all that, ये ग्रह शांति के लिए ये करो, या एंड इवन जो मंदिर जाते हैं, ओ हनुमान जी को प्रसाद चढ़ाओ तो ये अच्छा हो जाएगा, ये वो those things. So he's saying that here when they said immortality, they are talking about Swarga Prapti, and which is not the real true purpose of this Kathopanishad is not Swarga Prapti. But even that is attractive to people, because uh, it is much longer period, and all the afflictions of the body and जरा व्याधि ये सब कुछ नहीं होता वहाँ पर, बुढ़ापा और बीमारी ये वो सब नहीं होती है. So it is much more attractive for people. So that's what it's talking. Doesn't matter, but this is trying to take you to the highest level. So that's what this verse is. Any question or comment?
Yeah, very quickly a comment that I agreed when you say that even when we were growing up, we didn't understand the meanings of so many of these shlokas. Heard them, और ये करो, ये इस टाइम पे करो, ये उस टाइम पे करो, लेकिन समझ में इतना नहीं आता था. बल्कि शादी के फेरे वेरे भी जब यहाँ पे कोई अमेरिकन पंडित करवाते हैं तो ज्यादा समझ में आता है हमको. और हजारों शादियां इंडिया में अटेंड करी, but we never quite understood.
So true. Yeah. Because आप देखो कि ये सब मंत्रों में कितना डेप्थ है, कितनी ब्यूटी है, कितना उसमें अपलिफ्टिंग पावर है. और बट मैंने देखा है आधे से ज्यादा वो जो शादी वाले पंडित होते हैं ना, उनके उच्चारण भी इतने गए गुजरे होते थे. आई एम टॉकिंग अबाउट एवरीबॉडी, बट आई एम जस्ट सेइंग कि once you learn how to say it correctly, and when you see the other people saying all that, and they used to say it इतना fast. And हम लोग घड़ी देखते रहते थे कब खत्म होएगा. So and I remember वो हमारे घर में वो आती थी एक ब्राह्मणी, जैसे भी आती थी सभी के मुंह लटक जाते थे बच्चे लोग. अब ये गाना वाना पता नहीं क्या शुरू कर देगी. मीन्स वो कुछ कनेक्शन ही नहीं था वो टाइम पे. But what Meera ji saying is so true, that इसका मतलब it is such a sad state of affairs it had become. You have taken such a beautiful thing and made it into some kind of big mess over there. So I'm glad that we are kind of studying this and knowing what it is. So any volunteer to read? Sushil ji, you want to read?
Whoever with devotion recites before an assembly of Brahmanas or at the Shraddha ceremony of forefathers, this highest secret obtains thereby immortality. Thus ends the third valley of first chapter. Anantaya Kalpate obtains immortality. This statement should not be confused by the students of Vedanta to mean what it directly says. Immortality cannot be gained by merely reading some textbooks, however great they may be, in the presence of any assembly. Knowledge alone is the cure for ignorance. Light alone can end darkness. The vital experience lived through samadhi, that one is in one's real swarupa, of the nature of the self alone, can end the delusion created egocentric false identifications. Long sentence.
Yeah.
It is only with the end of the ego can we end the dream sorrow of samsara and end forever the endless world of births and deaths. Here, immortality means only relative immortality, which is the lot of denizens of the heavens. Compared with the quick visitations of death in the plane of mortal, the long periods of life extending over thousands of years and enjoyed by the enjoyers of heaven, the heavenly life can be favorably expressed as immortal.
So there are a couple of points that he's saying कि इसमें बोला गया है कि अगर श्राद्ध काल में बोलेगा तो उसको इमोर्टैलिटी मिल जाएगी, तो वो खाली याद दिला रहे कि खाली सुनने से कुछ नहीं होने वाला है. You got to understand it, and you have to actually drop. Knowledge has to dawn upon you. So we saw the whole thing. In the end, you have to merge with the higher. Then only you get immortality. So we already know. But what Tejo Mehananji said was a good point. that they are just encouraging you to study this. And maybe by studying, you will get sucked into it, you will study more, and it has a capacity to take you to the highest, So we can look at it that way. मेहनत हमें को करनी पड़ेगी उसके लिए. And the other thing, that as I told you, that this immortality over here, Swamiji is taking कि भाई खाली स्वर्ग में पहुंचने वाली बात है, उसकी बोल रहे हैं. But relatively it is still immortal, but this actually is talking about much, much higher state than that.
With this glorification of Brahma Vidya, the first half of the Upanishad ends. It is the style of the Upanishads to repeat the last portion of the last mantra in each chapter to indicate the end of the chapter. Thus, we have here a repetition of the last two phrases to indicate to indicate the close of the chapter.
Yeah, so they just repeated it twice. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Thus, in this chapter, we have an elaborate scene of a fit student of Vedanta, Nachiketa, approaching a great and perfect master of Brahma Vidya, Lord Death, with a burning doubt for elucidation. The chapter also contains some crisp statements in which the scriptural answer to the transcendental question has been very briefly hinted at, as it were, with many dots and dashes in between. The next chapter, constituting in itself the entire second part of the Upanishad, gives us in detail the philosophical expositions of the nature of the self.
Is there another paragraph in your book or not?
Yeah.
Read that.
No, after that is just the Sadhana.
Oh, okay. So in my book, what it is says that the verse 16 and 17 के बारे में उन्होंने बोला, स्वामी जी ने, there are critics who believe that here the Upanishad ended and these two stanzas give the result of its recital. But this chapter raised some points as to the nature of the self, the meaning of yoga, etc. Hence the second chapter. So it is one of those things that main teaching सारी खत्म हो गई, हाँ? मगर obviously we have हम लोग अभी merge नहीं हुए हैं. So it is giving you more explanation of everything. And it's like the Upanishadic style that पहले सबसे highest ज्ञान दे दिया जाता है, फिर उसको ओपन करते हैं. थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है फ्रॉम लाइक वर्ल्डली जगह पे. वी स्टार्ट विद किंडरगार्टन, देन वी रीच PhD. यहाँ पे बोल रहे PhD का सामान पहले दे दिया और फिर दूसरा सिखा रहे हैं. तो अगर किसी ने बोला कि अगर कोई पहले ही समझ गया ना PhD, फिर उसको दूसरा कुछ करने की जरूरत नहीं है. It's not wasting other people's time. But anyways, there are different ways. So in Bhagavad Gita also you saw that first chapter was Arjuna Vishada Yoga, he's all depressed and all. Second में कृष्ण भगवान ने first two verses में दे दिया उसको, you are eternal. Why are you crying? Get up. So, and then he talked about the nature of the self and everything, highest gyan, and then he touched upon all the paths also. Everything was given in chapter 2. But we are same way like Arjun. Okay, we still have doubts and all, which is very normal. तो फिर वो बाकी 16 chapters चले. The same way, पूरा ब्रह्म ज्ञान दे दिया, पर इतना सूक्ष्म ढंग से है वो कि अभी नेक्स्ट में वो ज़्यादा ओपन अप करेंगे, तो path and everything and all that. So it will be very, very useful for us to study the second chapter. Any question, comment, or anybody wants to add anything? Okay, what's the time? We can study this. Maybe Sahana Bhaktu we can do, because Swamiji has just given the explanation. Maybe Anil ji can. Everybody knows this, right? We say it every day. Every class. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejas Vinavadhitamastu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. You can read. Sanskrit ka pad do. Whoever doesn't have a book. Om is symbol of the Parabrahman, and we have whoever has done the Mandukya know now the detail of Om. Saha is together. Now both of us, our two, let him protect. Saha is again together. Now both of us, bhunaktu, come to enjoy. जैसे साथ में खाना खाते हैं ना वैसे, बट यहाँ पर साथ में पढ़ रहे हैं हम लोग. सह टुगेदर, वीर्यम एफर्ट, पुटिंग फोर्थ एफर्ट टू स्टडी टुगेदर. करवा वही, लेट अस बोथ अगेन. तेजस्विना, वेल स्टडीड, मतलब हमारी जो